Okay, now this is 9.5 defecation, which is the final stage in the processing of these absorbed nutrients. So we are going to look at the function of large intestine. Okay, so food just now we have ingested, and once they have been digested, they will be absorbed in the small intestine, and after that they will undergo assimilation, which happens in the liver and also the cell, okay, in the body cell. But those food that is undigested and also the roughage, this one refers to the pelawas, okay, serat-serat. So this the fate of this group of undigested food and also the roughage is that they will enter into the colon. Okay, what is colon? It is the other name for large intestine. So in the colon, what happened to them? Okay, water will be absorbed. Water will be absorbed as they pass through the large intestine. So this is the picture of the large intestine. Is like a window, and then this small intestine is within it. It is arranged within this large window over here. Okay, so this is the part of the large intestine, the colon. You have this portion over here. This is the appendix. So sometimes appendix has got this inflammation, appendicitis, and it has to be cut off. So this small portion is being removed. And this portion over here is known as cecum. And you have the rectum where the feces is being stored temporarily until it is full and waiting to be expelled out of the body. And you have the anus here, okay, the outlet. So after absorption of nutrients is completed in the ileum, which is the the last part of the small intestine, what will happen to those undigested food? The fiber. Okay, also the dead cells and epithelial cells, together with water, they will enter into the large intestine, and there they move slowly through peristaltic action. And fiber consists of cellulose walls of the plant cells, okay, which cannot be digested by human beings. We don't have the enzyme to digest cellulose. So the large intestines carries out two main functions. Number one is absorption of water together with the dissolved vitamin, the water-soluble vitamins. And number two is information of feces. Okay, absorptions of water and vitamins. Okay, substances absorbed, okay, the water with the mineral salts which is dissolved in it, and also the metabolic byproducts of some bacteria such as vitamin B. Okay, it is being absorbed over there, vitamin K, and also folic acid. Let's look at formation of feces. Okay, how it is being formed. Actually, I've put in this the video, the supportive videos over there, which you can watch, okay, on how feces is being formed. After water is absorbed, so the remaining waste is a semi-solid called feces. And feces contains all these dead cells from the inner layers of the intestine, the waste products such as bile pigments from the metabolism of the liver, bacteria, toxic substances. All these are waste products. We don't need them. So the walls of the large intestines will secrete mucus. Okay, this is very important to smoothen the movement of feces, okay, until anus. Okay, and the movement of feces takes about 12 to 24 hours before entering into the rectum, where feces is being stored temporarily. So the feces will accumulate in the rectum until the pressure in the rectum increases. It's like fully occupied, and then it triggers the need. Okay, you will have the urge or the tendency to go toilet to expel feces from the body. Okay, and when you are in the toilet, then this is voluntary action, and your rectum muscles will then contract and it will expel the feces from the anus. And this process of expelling feces from this outlet, the anus, is called defecation. Okay, so the large intestine has a huge population of bacteria. Okay, more than 1,000 different species of bacteria in the large intestine, and some of them are good. Okay, so that means you have those good and also the less beneficial bacteria, and this is important for a stable environment in the alimentary canal. Okay, the colon, which is the large intestine, is the habitat to certain symbiotic bacteria. Okay, usually the E. coli, Escherichia coli. And this colon bacteria will help to produce the vitamin B and K as the byproduct. Remember just now, the absorption of water together with this vitamin B, vitamin K, folic acid, right? And those absorptions of the undigested substances. Now, this is the brainstorming question. It says, what is the effect of antibiotics, okay, on the large intestine's bacterial population? Okay, antibiotics is anti-bacteria. So that means if you take antibiotics too frequently and you're supposed to finish the one course that is prescribed by the doctor, isn't it? Otherwise, these bacteria will develop the resistance towards the antibiotics. But taking too much of these antibiotics, what will happen is that it might also kill the beneficial bacteria which is also in the colon. Now, this answers the questions over here. It says, what is the effect of antibiotics to the large intestines? So the answer is that it might also kill those healthy or the beneficial or the good bacteria instead of the bacteria that causes disease. All right. Okay, formation of feces, defecation. This one already mentioned just now. Okay, we have mucus to smoothen or to lubricate. Now this is the picture to show. Now here, this is the ileum, and then eventually it connects to the large intestine. So the ileum has got a lot of digested food. Absorption has happened. Okay, they are now absorbed into the blood capillaries and also the lacteal. So what's left is those undigested ones. They will enter into the large intestine. Okay, so the appendix, you have the cecum over here. All right, so let's look at the names first. Okay, over here, coming up, it is called ascending colon. Transverse refers to horizontal, and then descending refers to going down. So ascending, you have ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, and also the S shape. So we call it the sigmoid colon over here, and then leading to the rectum, and eventually anus. So you see the undigested food and also the roughaged. At this part, it will move slowly. And at the same time, water, mineral salts, vitamin B, vitamin K, they are being absorbed into the blood circulatory system. So it moves very slowly. So by the time it reaches here, the feces becomes semi-solid, very hard as compared to the initially, maybe this is still watery. As it moves along, more and more water is being absorbed back into the blood circulatory system, isn't it? Now, so by the time it reaches here, it is already harder as compared to the initial part of the colon over here. So you will see that the roughage plays a very important role because it creates a bulk, okay, that pushes through this undigested material throughout the large intestine. So if you don't eat much of these roughage vegetables and also the fruits, then you don't have much bulk to push these undigested materials, and that's when you get constipation. Yeah, you see that? And then when you're having diarrhea, these undigested materials will move very fast instead of slowly, very fast. So by the time it reaches here, what comes out? It is those watery stools. Okay, watery stools during diarrhea, and you feel that your colon is like moving, like very watery inside. You can feel it, you can hear the sound. So that's what happened during diarrhea. The movement is real fast, and there is very less of water absorption back into the blood circulatory systems. And when you are having diarrhea, that's when you need to Hydrate yourself well by drinking lots of water, so that your body will not be dehydrated. All right.